Today's Friday the 13th. Ooh! Okay, I'm not superstitious, so Friday the 13th has always been a good day for me. Hi everybody. It's a little bit different angle in the greenhouse today. Yesterday, oh man, we have a kind of a mini heat event going on for, well actually I don't even think it's going to be mini because they said it's going to be about 2 weeks. So we'll be up almost to 90 degrees. Hi Boots! Good morning! Oh, you look so pretty in the sun. You just want to be so nice? Yeah, oh. You gonna come say hi? I said come say hi! Hi Boots! Yeah, even though I can't pet you. You're a pretty boy. You're a pretty boy. Oh, look at that. You got such majestic little piggies. No, you don't climb my greenhouse. No. Oh, what are you doing? Are you climbing? Oh, you're silly, teenager. I'm in here early because it's going to get hot today, and I want to trim some of the leaves up, but I'm going to take you around and show you. My tomatoes are just starting to get their first blush, and I'm excited because now canning season is going to be starting here in a few weeks. Hopefully it won't be 100 degrees in my kitchen. So here's a little walkabout here. I have that cabinet right here, and so I took that cabinet out and I went and got a load of play chips. Now it had a real thin layer of gravel, pea gravel in here, and that worked fine because that's what was over in the side where I had my raised beds. I had gravel, but I slipped and I had to be really, really careful, especially with the ladder, because that little pea gravel is kind of slippy. It does sound nice when you walk on it. It sounds like you're walking on the beach, but in the greenhouse I needed something that had a little bit more cush to it because I'm in here so much. So this play chips works really good. So I got a load of play chips. It took care of the greenhouse and it took care of my potting shed. So my potting shed has play chips. Plus, it was really nice. Yesterday it got really hot in here, so I put the hose in on these play chips, got them damp, and it dropped the greenhouse down about 5 degrees as soon as the moisture started coming up and the fans hit it, and it was really nice. I also, if you can see it, there we go, have my shade cloth up. So my crazy fancy tomato is finally getting her first blush on. This one is finally starting to get its blush on. We got that one down there that is almost red, and my black cherry tomato has finally, sorry spider, I'm going to try not to bother you today, finally hit its top rung. So now those are going to get tied in today, and then there's, I believe there's one truss behind that bar, and that will be the last one, and I will tip them. But the tomatoes are coming on strong. I have tomatoes. Gotta hit the toothbrush here real quick, and it looks like I might need to, yep, I'm gonna need to get on right there. It sprouted a new top, so I'm gonna need to get up on my ladder and get those snipped out, and same with that one. So this one needs to be tied in. Other than that, I just need to come through here and check these flowers. They're going to get to throw flowers a little bit longer, and then I take and I clip the ends because I want these to produce flowers, or produce tomatoes. These are all producing real well. Finally, the San Marzanos. I think this is going to be the last year I grow San Marzanos. They're a nice tomato. They're just such a late tomato. And this year they are just a weird tomato. These, oh, these are yellow pear. Yep, and they're yellow pearing. Do I have any yellow pears? Oh, yep. They're just starting to get their yellow pear. So those are looking good. Those are in late. Oh, here's my SpongeBob tomato. It's grown big. That was just a couple weeks ago that I showed you the... That's a funny tomato. These guys are going to get a good haircut, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, but I'm racing the heat today. It is only 7:45 out here this morning, and it's already muggy and hot. So I'm going to turn the fans on, start working on these tomatoes, and I'll be back. Hi everyone. It is July 17th, and it's 7:45. We've had 3 days in a row now that got into the mid 80s, and then yesterday was 92. The day before was 91. Today's supposed to be 85, so it's a little bit warm, and it's fine early in the morning, but as soon as about 1 o'clock happens, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter. The other day I said that I needed to get my greenhouse tomatoes trimmed. The reason why is it gets so hot that all my fans cannot blow through the thick leaves. So when I get the first red tomato, which was back here, okay, that little red one right there, I'll zoom in real close, I haven't even spidered it. This little red one right here, that was the first red tomato. When I got the first red tomato, what I did was I started taking the leaves off. That way, hello Mr. Spider, get over here by the pepper plants. What'll happen is that way you can actually, I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but if you look really close, you can see light all the way through the rows. So where you can see light, you can get air. So when my fans are on, I can feel the air come all the way through. When it's 92 and 91 degrees outside, it is 120 in here easily. So I had to have the fans on. I had to water down the floor, and it looks like it did great. The tomatoes don't have too bad of heat stress, which is really, really good. My peppers, my poor peppers, they're trying to flower again, but I'm just gonna pull whatever little peppers I have. They just can't seem to, they get a flower on. These things should be 3 times as big as what I have. This looks like I'm growing them outside, but you can see again, they're trying to throw flowers. And if the weather stays just warm, actually this is a really healthy pepper plant. If the weather stays warm, we might get some good peppers. So my tomatoes are getting that pretty chandelier look to them, with the trusses of tomatoes going all the way up. And actually that last truss up there, I'll go over here again, try not to bother the morning spiders. So with the trusses down here, and that truss, and then these trusses all the way up, and I have tomatoes hanging right there, and that's the last truss that I allowed go. So there's no more trusses up above, and it looks like most of them did real well. That's like 7, 8 tomatoes on one truss. This one's a nice huge double truss, but it looks like I'm gonna have to come out and get some tomatoes. These little guys, I still like to know what this is. It's too small to be a, no, it might have been an Amish paste, that, because it looks like an Amish paste. I just didn't single stem it. Oh, did I hit a, sorry spider, I just wrecked your web. And that's a cherry tomato. Now whether it's a red or a black, oh nope, I can see. Why can I see? Those are black cherries. Those are ready too. Oh, beautiful. Okay. And then how are my little ones doing? Huh? They're still hanging in there. They're still hanging in there. I need to tie this guy up. Yep. Some more little tomatoes there. A bunch of little tomatoes there. Look at that. That's a big truss of tomatoes. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Same with that one. This one is beautiful. These still look like roses. Rah. That's funny. What do I got going here? Yep, got a black one. That one's turning black. God, this is huge, humongous, ugly tomato. Look at that. Blah. It'll still slice up good. Oh, this one's ready to go. Look how red that is. This is always my favorite time of the year because they're all trimmed. The leaves are trimmed off and the fruit starts looking like little jewels. Little jewels. Okay, so out and about here real quick. My crocosmia is huge and it doesn't do any justice for the height level, but my greenhouse is over 10 foot tall and that's as tall as me. Let's see here. My peas have succumbed to the the mildew from last week's night rain, so they need to come out. They're trying to. The only reason why I haven't taken them out is because the uppers are good and they're still throwing a few peas, but the heat probably is not going to do good. Let's see if I can shoot through here. My carrots and my parsnips are loving this section. This is the section that the cats just destroyed. They're not in nice rows. They're kind of scattered all about. The onions did not make it. There's an onion sometimes over here on this side where there shouldn't be, and there's an onion in the parsnips. There's no onions down the middle of the row, so the cats really scattered those onions. But the parsnips are doing good. The Concord grapes they're graping. The masses of grapes in there. I am going to be making some jam, some grape jam. All my little heuchera babies, they transplanted just fine. Let's see. One of these, yeah, this little guy right here, he had not one leaf on him, and nobody wanted to take him home because they said there was no way he was going to come back. Well, he's back, and he's almost as good as the other ones that I did. My lavender is, oh god, it smells so good. Lavender's doing good. Needs to be pinched again, so I will be pinching the tops out. I got a really good pinch of that one, but this one needs to be pinched, and those lavenders need to be pinched. I need to get those lavenders pinched today. Let's go in the my grapes have gone wild. One grape's gone wild. These are table grapes. Originally I had them set so that they were just one vine up the back, and that's what I was going to do this time, and life got away from me and I didn't do it. These, you know, that looks like an Amish paste. I must have gotten some of my tomatoes mixed up because that looks like an Amish paste. They should be round. They're not, that one's round. These tomatoes are supposed to be round, but it don't matter. Whatever they are, they are. I marked them off really, really well this year too. I have one round tomato, but see, they elongated too, and they should be the Heinz tomatoes. So I don't know, but there's lots of them, and they're doing good. They get one more week to set fruit, and then whatever is not set, I come and I take all the flowers off, because I don't want any more small fruit. I want to get these ripening as soon as possible. So one more week, and then let's see what's today. Today's 17th, so the 24th. The 24th I come out and I pick all the flowers off, whatever's left. So any fruit that's set will get to ripen. Any fruit that, any flowers will be taken off, and I will continue to take the flowers off. Oh, hey, good morning, strawberries. My cucumbers are doing okay. I got a few cucumbers on here, and I need to get them up. So there's some cucumbers. In fact, today I'll come out here and tie them up so that they're not laying on the ground. Blackberries. Let me zoom in here. My blackberries are loaded. Just loaded, and they are good, and they're just starting to turn. So tomorrow I will come out. Well, I might pick some today. I see some that are really good. Today I'll come out and pick out some blackberries and put them in the freezer, because there won't be enough to make anything. Actually, I'll probably just end up eating them, and I'll need to come out and cut that vine too. Come out here and do that. Oh yeah, that's how big one. Oh yeah, these are ready. Well, I guess I'll have to come out here and pick them. Earwigs have been just horrible this year. They're on everything. I guess my little hoppy, jumpy spider isn't eating them fast enough. So my corn And so a couple Swiss chard that are left. There's some volunteer potatoes down over there that I'm just letting them go. I got my spinaches in. The bees are doing their thing on the comfrey. They just really like the comfrey. Trying to get rid of the spiders. The chives are doing good. The mint needs to be pinched back a little bit. Take some of this mint off. The sage is doing good. The rosemary, there's a nice little tomato plant there. My hedge. Asparagus that decided that it had to live there. Oh, I can smell the mint. Oh, that's strong. And these carrots are already pretty good size. Oh, look there. These are some big flowers. Oh, and then that little guy there. I planted him yesterday. I got him on sale, so we'll see. I think he'll do good in that corner eventually when he gets established. Little artichoke. And then yesterday I came out and I potted up some more plants against my potting shed. Put a little bird bath up there. Those smell so good, those nasturtiums. They have such a nice smell. Sweet. And the hummingbirds like it too. I still have to weed. My asparagus is doing its thing and falling with style, or maybe even no style. But the bindweed has come in. It keeps coming in from the side of that fence over there. So I got to come in and pull this bindweed because it's taken out my pear tree and everything. Get that pulled today. This is really pretty. Just looks like a sea of blue, and the blue is all different colors, and it's huge. Just likes it here. This is the one I was going to move, but I have poured the water to it. The leaves all burned off the last year, and these leaves came back with a vengeance, and they don't seem to be, they're not burning this year like they were last year when the tree got cut. And these leaves are thick. So the hydrangea said, you know, I can handle this. And they are thick compared to what they used to be. So it can handle it. You just got to keep the water poured to it, and it's tripled in size. Now these are the beans. And let's see here. I don't know if those are going to come to anything. Look at how tiny they are. Just little itty bitty things. I mean, they're trying to bean. So there's little white flowers on it. I don't see any white flowers on these. They're trying to volunteer tomatoes everywhere. So they're just trying to. The espalier apple tree is loaded. I don't know about the pear tree. I gotta get down there. Okay, so I'm gonna get to work, and thanks for watching. That was a quick tour of what's going on today, and I'll catch up when I start picking tomatoes. Have a great day. Bye.